how many excuses you're going to make.
0.
That's also the amount of sugar in the new ENERGADE Zero sports drink.
Yeah, no matter the weather, whether you're inside or outside, it doesn't matter. Now listen to this, summer's around the corner and we have a workout in store for you this morning that you're going to absolutely love. Now it's perfect for anyone who battles to even get up in the morning. It's knee friendly since there's no jumping involved and it's really short and sweet. It's a home workout exactly how we like it, so no equipment needed whatsoever. And here's a helpful tip on top of it. Do it first thing in the morning because you can do most of it while pretty much still lying down in bed. So you've got no excuse, no equipment needed whatsoever. Myself and Zoe are going to show you just how easy this one is.
You had me at knee friendly.
Especially after the weekend.
So sensitive.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. I must say I'm so proud of you, Zoe. What you did was phenomenal. Seeing you out there as well running while I was hyping on at that 32 mark, I was like, there's still another 10 Ks to go. This is not an easy race, but you did it, eh?
I did it, and now I'm about to do a workout with you, which will be the first since running, so I am a bit on the stiff side.
Don't worry, we got you sorted, right? Mzansi, this is your chance to join in on us, join in on this workout as well. So everything that we're going to be doing is going to last 20 seconds, all right?
Okay.
So it's not necessarily about just doing as much as you can in the 20 seconds. It's more about the quality that you can get within those 20 seconds.
Okay.
We've got various exercises that we're going to go through, and it's kind of going to incorporate the core, incorporate our arms, our legs as well. But on top of that, it's going to work out to like a 5-minute workout. So it's really quick and easy, all right? So Mzansi, here's your chance. You can stay on the bed for this one if you want and use the bed. Otherwise, Zoe and I are going to get straight down into it. We're going to go down into something called a leg raise, okay? So this is quite a tricky one, quite a tough one to start off with. And essentially what we're going to be doing is supporting our weight on the, while raising our hips off the ground. So already this is a tough one. Just being in this position, you can hold this for 20 seconds. But if you want more of a challenge, you can start raising that leg on the outside and you can feel your body's going to start wanting to wobble all over the show. You might find yourself struggling a little bit, but this is essentially what you want to do is raise that leg up in the air. If it's really difficult for you, but you want to get the leg raise in, you can lower your hip onto the ground and do the exact same thing. Still focusing on the leg raise, still getting a good accentuation and a stimulation of those glutes at the same time, and working those hips because our pelvic girdle is so important, especially for running. So this is something you'll definitely benefit from. Once you're done with that, you simply head over to the other side for another 20 seconds, and then voila, the first stage is already done, all right? From there, we're going into a plank, all right? Okay. So we kind of work the pelvic girdle. Now we're going straight into a plank. So this one's nice and easy. Zoe's going to show you the hard version. I'll show you the easier version, which is straight off my knees right now. And for 20 seconds, essentially, you're going to be holding this, keeping a nice neutral spine. Keep your elbows rested underneath your shoulders as well. And then you're essentially going to feel 20 seconds of burn, hopefully in the core region over there, which is close to the tummy. All right, from here, your next 20 seconds is going to be mountain climbers. So you can go straight onto your hands for this one. And essentially what you want to do, don't worry about speed for this one. What's important is that we try and get our knees to touch our elbows. So you can march it out by letting the knees touch the elbows, and you'll feel a good stimulation of the core while you're doing this one. But if you want to step it up and you're feeling like this is really easy, then what you can do is start speeding up those 20 seconds and almost create somewhat of a running motion with it as well. So that's going to force good stimulation of the shoulders supporting you at the same time. Back to legs, okay, so we're getting the body and the blood to keep pumping into our leg raises. So again, for this one, you're going to be lying down on your bed, on the couch, whatever you have at home. It doesn't matter. You don't need any equipment whatsoever. Some people like to use their hands just to kind of support them so the legs don't fly all over the show. But essentially all you're doing is raising your legs in the air, keeping them nice and straight. You're only going to about 45 degrees and then lowering it very slowly. And this is really important. Try and make sure your heels don't touch the ground, and you're repeating this movement for 20 seconds. Like I said, don't speed it up. It's all about quality over quantity. I'm pretty much shaking on the way down for this one, so it's quite tough. And if you do want to make it a little bit easier, you can sort of have a bend in your legs as well. That kind of just reduces the weight slightly and then allows you to still just slightly touch the ground. Don't rest your feet. Keep that stimulation of the core and you will feel the burn.
You do feel burn.
Yeah. So we work the front area of the core right now. We're going to do something that does the exact same thing, but on the posterior chain, which is the back area. We're going to do something called the Superman, which is a really weird movement for some, but it's such a good one because it's going to work all the posterior chain muscles, so that's your glutes, your back, and everything else. So lying, having your hips pressed into the ground right now, you essentially want to assume that Superman position when he flies, right? So he flies in the air, shoo, but he has great form when he flies, so he lifts up his legs and you lift up your hands at the same time, right? So 3, 2, 1, we fly in the air. You gotta hold that. See if you can hold it for 20 seconds in total, extending your hands far out as you can, Try not to have too much of a bend in it. Keep your feet off the ground. And essentially you'll feel stimulation in the lower back, squeezing those glutes. Your upper back should be feeling it as well as your shoulders, just by holding in that position. And look at me, I can't even talk properly. How are you doing this, huh?
I'm surviving. I am surviving.
All right, so we'll pretend we've done 20 seconds of that one.
Superman on the floor.
It always gets me, but it's such a good one to get that balance in the body, especially. We don't have to do too much from this position. We're gonna go onto our knees. I hope you guys are paying attention to this, because this is not like a full workout in one,
I feel like you need to put this online. This is a good workout.
This is a good workout. Definitely, hopefully we can arrange for that. We'll try to get this workout online because I think it's so encompassing of the entire body. We're going to do something called fire hydrants right now. So in this sort of crawl position, knees on the ground, supporting our shoulders, you take your left leg and you literally raise it without changing the bend in your knee all the way to the side, just like Zoe's doing right now, and then bring it straight back to that restart position. You're kind of targeting the glute med, which is a really good muscle, and a great muscle for runners especially. And again, you want to do 20 seconds of each on both sides for this one.
And this is also a great workout to add a resistance band to.
Oh yeah, feeling up for the challenge, you can add a resistance band in between this, and it really does bring on that absolute burn. And that essentially, once you've done both sides, is completed our workout. So left side, right side, 20 seconds of that, and you've got a round of absolute fire. You're probably going to be sweaty, you're probably going to be thirsty, so you can definitely grab yourself an ENERGADE for this one. I love the fact that they haven't included sugar in this. It's a great way to get your electrolytes back and just get rehydrated after losing a lot of those fluids when we work out, when we run, or when we're doing any beautiful activity and moving this vessel that we've been blessed with. And I've got to say, it's obviously important to keep yourself hydrated throughout these workouts as well. So like I said, a fantastic way to get zero sugar in, but still get all your electrolytes together, and especially for those being active at the same time. And yeah, cheers to that. I hope you enjoy this one. It's for you, Mzansi. You can step up your game with ENERGADE Zero. Zero compromise on taste and performance. And remember, you can also stand a chance to win 2,000 Rand cash. Now, that's a cash prize coming up, and a hamper weekly when you step up your game with ENERGADE Zero. All you got to do is simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram page and tell us what your favorite ENERGADE Zero flavor is. Now, don't forget to include the hashtag #StepUpYourGame in your answer, and of course, follow and tag ENERGADE SA if you're entering on Instagram, and ENERGADE to be tagged if you are entering on Facebook. Now, your competition closes this Friday, 21st of October at midday. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. And other than that, sip up, enjoy, and yeah, enjoy the calorie burner. Cheers.
There we go. Cheers.
The number of times you're going to hit snooze. How many excuses you're going to make. And the amount of obstacles that are going to stand in your way.
0.
That's also the amount of sugar in the new ENERGADE Zero sports drink, with zero compromise on taste and performance. Step up your game with new ENERGADE Zero. It's what you put in.